तुझे पूछूँ आ रही है फोटो?
फोन करती हूँ
इसमें खराबी है, क्या खराबी?
फोटो आ रही है क्या?
फोटो नहीं आ रही।
अच्छा, अभी कर रहे हैं कोशिश।
हाँ ठीक।
Just black screen लिखा है। हम देखो। It's come now। अब आ गया होगा ना? Let's see sir।
कुछ
Evening chanting। यो सो भगवा अरहं सम्मा सम्बुद्धो स्वाकातो येन भगवता धम्मो सुपटिपन्नो यस्य भगवतो सावक संगो कामयं भगवन्तं सधम्मं ससंगम्
सकारे हि यथार्हन्नारो प्रीते हि अभिपूजयामा साधुनो भन्ते भगवा शुचिरपरिनिब्बुतोऽपि पश्चिमा जनतानुकम्पमानसा कारे दुगतपनाकारभूते पटिगह्नातु हाकं दीघ्रतं हिताय सुखाय
अरहं
सम्मा सम्बुद्धो भगवा बुद्धं भगवन्तं अभिवादेमि
स्वाकातो
भगवता धम्मं नमस्सामि पन्नो भगवतो सावक संघो संघं नमामि
अन्वयं बुद्धस्य भगवतो उपभागनमकारं करोमसि
नमो तस्स भगवतो Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Anvayam buddhanusatinayam karumasi kamko
Pana bhagavantang evang kalyana kiti satto abhugato iti piso bhagavarahan samma sambuddho Vidyacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasarthi satta deva manussanak buddho bhagavati.
Anmayam buddha vigitim karumasi
Buddhavararanta
Varatadi Munaviyuto
Suddha Vijnana Karuna Hisamagatato Bodhesiyo Sujanatam Kamalang Vasuro Vandamiham Tamarnam Sirasajunendam Buddhoyo Sabbapaninam Saranam Khemamuttamang Pathamanusatittanam Vandamitam Sirenam Buddhasasmidaso Buddho me sami kisaro Buddhasaham niyademi sariran jivitan chidang Vandantoham charisami Buddhaseva subodhitang Nati me saranang anyang
Buddho
me saranang varang etena sajja vajjena vaddeyam sattu sasane buddhang me vandamanena yam punyam pasutam eda sabbe piyantarayami mahesum tassa tejasa kaina vacaya vacetsa degugamnam pakatam nando padiganath vacentam kalantare samvaritam bhavati.
Handmayam dhammanusatinayam karumasi
Kato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehipassiko panaiko pacchattam veditabba vinyohiti.
Handmayam dhamma vigitim karumasi
Tatadi guna yoga vasena seyo Yomagga paka pariyatti vimokha bedo Simho kuloka patana tadadari dari Annamiham tamaram dhammametam Dhannoyo
sabbapaninam
Saranam khemamuttamang Dutyanusatittanam Vandamitam sirenaham Dhammasasmidaso धम्मो मे सामिकिस्सरो धम्मस्सहं नियादेमि शरीरं जीवितं चिदं वन्दन्तोऽहं चरिष्यामि धम्मस्यैव सुधम्मतं नास्ति मे शरणं अन्यं
धम्मो मे
शरणं वरं एतेन सच्चवज्जेन वड्डेयं सत्तु शासने धम्मं मे वन्दमानेन यं पुण्यं पशुतं इदा सभ्येऽपि अन्तरायामि माहेशं तस्य तेजसा धम्मो पटिगनाथो अच्यन्तं कालान्तरे संवरितुं मतन्मे
खण्डमयं सङ्घानुसतिनयं करोमसि
पटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो उजुपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो न्यायपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो सामीचिपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावकसङ्गो यदिदं चत्तारि पुरुषयुगा अट्ठपुरुषपुद्गला एष भगवतो सावकसङ्गो आहुनेयो पाहुनेयो दक्षिणेयो अञ्जलिकरणीयो अनुत्तरं पुण्यखेतं लोकसाति
हन्दमयं सङ्गाविगीतिं करोमसि
धम्मजो सुपटिपत्तिगुणादियुतो यो अट्ठविदो
आर्यपुद्गलसङ्गसेठो
शीलादिधम्मपवराशयकायचित्तो वन्दाम्यहं तमर्यानगणं सुशुद्धं सङ्गो यो सर्वपाणिनं शरणं खेममुत्तमं ततीयानुसतिष्ठानं वन्दामि तं शिरेणहं सङ्गस्सस्मि दासो सङ्गो मे सामिकीश्वरो सङ्गस्सहं नियादेमि शरीरं जीवितं चिदं वन्दन्तोऽहं चरिष्यामि सङ्गस्य पटिपन्नतं नास्ति मे शरणं अन्यत् सङ्गो मे शरणं वरं एतेन सज्जवज्जेन वड्डेयं सत्तु शासने
सङ्घं मे
वन्दमानेन यं पुण्यं पशुतं इदा सभ्येऽपि अन्तरायामि माहेशं तस्य तेजसा कायेन वाचा चेतसा संगे सङ्घो पटिगनाथो अच्यन्तं कालान्तरे संवरितुं संगे
Page 36. मंगल सूत्र। आए हम उत्तम मंगल की गाथाओं का पाठ करें। ऐसा मैंने सुना, एक समय भगवान श्रावस्ती के जेतवन उद्यान में अनाथ पिंडक के द्वारा बनाए गए विहार में रह रहे थे। उस समय कोई एक दिव्य कांतिमान देवता देर रात संपूर्ण जेतवन को आलोकित कर जहाँ भगवान थे वहाँ उनके समीप गया। पास जाकर भगवान का अभिवादन कर एक ओर खड़ा हो गया। एक ओर खड़े हो उस देवता ने गाथा में भगवान से कहा, कल्याण की आकांक्षा करते हुए बहुत से देव एवं मनुष्य मंगल धर्मों के बारे में विचार करते रहे हैं। कृपया आप ही बताएं कि उत्तम मंगल धर्म क्या है। भगवान ने जवाब दिया, मूर्खों की संगत न करना, ज्ञानियों की संगति करना, पूजनीय लोगों की पूजा करना, यह उत्तम मंगल है। उपयुक्त निवास, पूर्व जन्मों का संचित पुण्य अपने को सम्यक रूप से समाहित करना, यह उत्तम मंगल है। अपार विद्वता, शिल्प कौशल, नियमों में सुशिक्षित सुभाषित वाणी, यह उत्तम मंगल है। माता पिता की सेवा, स्त्री पुत्र का पालन, व्याकुलता रहित कर्म, यह उत्तम मंगल है। दान, धर्ममय आचरण, रिश्तेदारों की सहायता, अनवर्जित कर्म, यह उत्तम मंगल है। संयमित पाप कार्यों से विरति, मद्यपान न करना, हर परिस्थिति में सजग रहना, यह उत्तम मंगल है। सम्माननीयों को गौरव देना, विनीत, संतुष्ट तथा कृतज्ञ रहना, समय समय पर धर्म श्रवण, यह उत्तम मंगल है। सहनशीलता, आज्ञाकारिता, श्रमणों का दर्शन, समय समय पर धर्म चर्चा, यह उत्तम मंगल है। तप, ब्रह्मचर्य, आर्य सत्यों का दर्शन, निर्वाण का साक्षात्कार, यह उत्तम मंगल है। लोक धर्मों के स्पर्श से जिसका चित्त कंपित नहीं होता, शोक रहित, निर्मल, निर्भय रहता है, यह उत्तम मंगल है। इस तरह के कार्य करके जो सर्वत्र अपराजित हो, सर्वत्र कल्याण के भागी होते हैं, उनका यही उत्तम मंगल है।
We'll now listen to a Deshna by Jan Suchitto on the map of Satipatthana.
Connected to 1+ 3G.
So, once again returning to the Satipatthana and kind of touching into themes in it. It's not really going through every word, particular themes. Once again, to go back right to the beginning, and these cultivations are the direct, undeviating way. Doesn't take in side issues, just the direct way for the attainment of the way, for the disappearance and fading of sorrow and grief, and for the realization of Nibbana. Attainment of the way, disappearance, eradication, removal, however you want to put it, of sorrow, grief, suffering, dukkha, and for the realization of Nibbana. So, we just consider those, give some directed and applied thoughtfulness to those terms. And we don't attain Nibbana. We realize it. We attain the way. Sometimes these things, we sort of gloss over it, but that's really quite accurate. So often we're trying to attain Nibbana, or something we could call Nibbana, and you don't attain it. You realize it. There's a different quality of citta. I don't think these terms are entirely, they have some overlap, but they're not entirely the same. Attaining is something we feel definitely, this is it, got it, on it, with it, here I am, on the direct way. That's not Nibbana. Nibbana is the end of the way. There's nobody on it. So it's a realization. Realization is a sort of complete opening of the citta to, this, there's no way, there's no, it's a complete holistic opening. All the forms that have so encouraged us and disappointed us and challenged us, and they've all kind of dissolved, just like the creases in a cloth when you spread it out. Just like the folds in a map as you flatten it out. All those terrible troughs and all those wonderful peaks have now dissolved. The realization of Nibbana. We rather like peaks and we dread troughs, but all that can be opened out and freed from, because every peak is followed by a trough, I assure you. How could it be any other way, But one thing, the disappearance of, or dissolving or destruction or ending of dukkha, suffering, stress, and all its subtler forms. So just to sort of have that, what is happening here, I'm suggesting there's a process of kind of an unfolding of that which can unfold, that which can open. So even this sense of what is it? Where is that? What is that can do that? So when you say, I opened to something, what opened? There's a holistic sense, isn't it? Perhaps your thoughts paused, your directed energies got to get somewhere that kind of relaxed, your fears disappeared, your holding back wasn't there, your defensiveness wasn't there, your sense of you've got to hurry up and get it done, that wasn't there. The disappearance of those. And then something seems to unfold with greater receptivity, fuller awareness, less drive, less drive, less drag, perhaps no drive, just steady state, hover, open. what can do that? This is chitta. However you want to sense that, perhaps don't even verbalize it, but just try to understand that experience as it happens to any degree. When does that become possible? When you feel safe, secure, steady, trusted, it kind of, no particular things you've got to get to, doesn't it happen by itself? If we can really fully pause in that moment, take it into our bodies, relax, be alert, be awake, but relax at the same time. Doesn't it just happen? Yes and no, because it's easier said than done. In some ways, something in us still holds on, still gets fretful, still sinks, still spins around, still gets desperate, haunted, driven. So this process then is a process of path. How do we touch into these areas that are confused, are out of control, are just firing automatically, coated with ignorance, unseeing? And how do we get to those places and relieve them, unburden them? And the process then is that. This is the conventional, the Pali canon's take on it, is this really a process of what needs to be undone. And it can sound kind of negative, or even like what's left. That's left is chitta. But because anything you name it as is going to put some restriction on it, because you're holding it as an idea or as a state, the Buddha kind of lets that one be. But saying you'll know it. It's there all the time. And if we really dwelt in the heart of that with clear presence and intelligence, sensing it, then the fetters drop away. So path is sometimes, the fruitions of that way, the realizations of the way, are sometimes termed nibbana, which is associated, the word means something like something that isn't happening. It's a verbal thing. Something is not burning, something is not firing, something is not revving up, something is, so it's called the undoing, the blowing out, the cooling. Something is stopping. The other way of expressing it is deathless, which is an affirmative, isn't it? One's a negative, one's an affirmative. So deathless really refers to the chitta, or completed chitta. So this gives us a little more positive slant on it. But then again, when we put that into our normal ways of thinking, we tend to think nibbana means everything's got to stop, annihilation, destruction, end of everything, just kind of empty shells floating in a void. That extremism. Or the other one is, well, we're all going to be merging in the deathless, having a knees up, communing in some deathless state, somewhere up in heaven or Buddhist heaven. So you get eternalism. So no, it's not that, because you're looking at the wrong thing. We're looking as a person, or as an emotion, or as a thought, or as a form of some kind. But these are senses in which we get, either something has to stop. What has to stop? Suffering has to stop. What has to really arise and be firmed up? Awareness has to be rise and firmed up. And, just then looking at this practice path, So as we're touching into this, coming to the fourth place, and the way these satipatthanas seem to work to me as a map is, you've got like we could say we're taking a journey, and the map is a very sort of complete map. It's not just a map of the terrain, it's also a map of what your legs are doing. How long is a journey? As long as your energy is. So it's both referring to, the state that is, or the state of being, yeah, as well as the terrain, you know. So we're looking at the three. First three are things we place attention on, or awareness on, or mindfulness on, and the fourth is the kind of things that happen as we're doing that. Just like we might say, the first three are the territory, and the last one is describing the kind of effects that occur when we feel exhausted or inspired, or tired, how strong we are. You know, the systems that the citta is experiencing as we cross this terrain. It's a way, and the way is a very, you know, often used metaphor, pathway. You know, right? So the sense of there is a progression here, there is a movement. But we, like when you're traveling, you have to both know your journey, also know your own strengths and limitations, and you know, so it's a very thorough thing. And the fourth one really deals much more with the kind of processes that we come across as we are mindful of our body, mindful of feeling, mindful of mental states. You know, so these are, if you like, our, we begin to notice things like ill will and sense desire, called hindrances, challenges, obstacles. Now, these are the aspects of the folded up citta. It's contracted, it's tight, it fears, it's confused, it needs, it wants, it has to have. You know, it can't stand for another minute. You know, this person's bothering me. It's like that. It's a very contracted state. It feels extremely painful. I've got to have something, right? Sense desire. Because I've got so little joy and juice in me, I've got to have something to fill it up. So these are exaggerations, of course, but something like that. Then we get this quality of torpor, placing the thing just shuts down. You know, it contracts and just loses vitality and slump, shuts down. The other one is when it's overcharged, it's restless, it's just continually, it's just in a sort of spasming feedback loop. It just can't, it's seized up in a hyper state. It's restless, worried, and it keeps conjuring up more things to worry about, more things to do. It's an endless to-do list that keeps reduplicating itself the more you give it energy and attention. And finally, there's a sense of doubt, which is like a lack of confidence, like, why bother? Who am I? Does it matter? Is there anything? Is there nothing? And then the bottom line of it is the feeling of you just can't. You know, we lose faith in ourselves. So this doubt is not just an intellectual lack of information, it's a sense of loss of confidence in oneself. One doubts oneself profoundly. There's something wrong with me. And all the other hindrances confirm that. You're right. They all line up. So the contracted citta, is a self-fulfilling thing. As it contracts, it believes in its contracted state of feeling inadequate. So it's because it's holistic, so the whole thing folds in upon itself. In extreme, this doubt is not just some kind of like wavering mind, it turns into deep depression. What's the point? I'm a failure, I just can't make anything. When that really bottoms, this is not just a trivial spiritual affliction, this can be a life-threatening, vitality-threatening experience. So this is the contracted citta. Nothing would do you as much harm. The opposite, the opened, or the as it comes out of that, we have what we call the enlightenment faculties, mindfulness. There's the ability to stay present, to sense, to be aware of what's going on without reacting to it, with a sense of that's that. So even being able to name these hindrances is some step towards it. Vitaka vichara, directed thought, that's that. That's that. Vitaka, this is ill will. It's not, he's such an idiot. I mean, maybe an idiot, but my direct experience is ill will. Now, this is just taking it at your own chitta's state. Now, with other people or whatever they are, and whether they may be stupid, inconsiderate, abusive, and so forth, that could be true. But right now, the first thing you have to deal with is your own contractedness. Otherwise, you're going to respond to them with rage, aren't you? And insults or fear. So if that can relax, maybe you could find yourself, why does she do that? She must, perhaps, that's going to be something to be a bit more open and able to look at that topic. So the ill will. And naturally, we've been talking quite a bit about projection, the papancha, which means that the contraction of the citta is thrown out to, it's out there. It's out there, isn't it? There's the problem out there. And ill will and sense desire, these two. And so you start to just get a reference to that experience as this is absolutely standard. It's a very simple concept. Why is it so simple? You don't have to have a PhD to get a grasp of what this one means. It's so simple because everybody has it. So studying it, mindfulness, investigation, look into it. When we say look into it, so how does it feel in your body? What does it rest upon? Is it resting on a particular perception? So again, this presentation of the particular areas that this lands on. A sense base. A sight, a sound, a touch. More significantly around a perception. He is such a bully. She thinks so much of herself. She took my seat. That was clearly my seat, and she took my seat. So perception. And we carry these perceptions become people. There's somebody in this room whose sole purpose of coming here was to take my seat, deliberately. I was exaggerating again, but at that moment, that person just becomes a seat taker. A sniffer. The sniffers, whether we bring sniffers into here, professional sniffers to door bangers. People insist upon using the toilet in the middle of the night. So this kind of quality then takes the perception. Then what's the sankhara? It's these things are, bristling. It can be bristling into rage or into, oh God, oh no, sinking into despair. Or this movement is swinging around. Right? So we just contemplate that. And then you get that. Then what happens is the body sort of gets this contracted, flattened state, and our mind gets in this hardened, flattened state. And in that state, you can't see anything but, most of your mind can be obsessed with, a huge disproportionate amount of what one person said or did at one moment. Right? I could pick up a piece of paper, look at it and go, huh, and put it down. He thought my question was stupid. He thinks I'm an idiot. And then that sort of, becomes the overriding experience. It may have been I just picked something up and thought, I'll deal with that tomorrow, and dropped it too quickly with a feeling, that counts as dismissal rather than, later, Who knows? But what we recognise is the quality, and ill will has two particular ways of operating. One is, I feel the aversion towards others. The other is people feel averse to me. And that one we get this called the inner tyrant or the inner critic. Because, as that sense of we imagine or we proliferate, we imagine that other people sense us, or sometimes people do, of course, insult us and abuse us. So we get into that particular defended state. A defended state, if you're in sort of contracted, tight, and then we sense this ill will around here. It must be from somebody else. And then what do you do when somebody's attacking you? Tighten up to defend yourself. And you can stay in that defended mode without even recognizing it, because it becomes, the body holds it as a constant pattern. And it could be you just defending yourself against lots of lights and noises and bangs. If you're in a city, you just get into that tightened state. But we feel, in that tightened state, we don't feel comfortable, we don't feel happy, we don't feel welcomed, we don't feel open, basically. So then there's that sense of anxiety. There's something wrong, could be wrong, maybe going wrong, probably not right, don't know where it is, could be, and we project that unconsciously. So in the extreme, this turns into like a kind of state where the defense is held through defending ourselves against something. And because that becomes established as that particular pattern, mind starts to keep throwing things in to keep it there. People can get so used to that state that it feels funny to not have it. So something keeps throwing things in. It's called the inner tyrant. We get familiarized with a certain, I'm okay, I'm all right, I'm doing my thing, I'm okay, So it's sort of slightly defended states, my rights, so forth, or opposite, just saddened. Am I okay here? I don't know. And this turns into something, keeps telling us there's something wrong with you. And in these retreat situations, this can kind of, one of the things about them, they really highlight and give these, open these qualities up. As you've probably seen, noted, how little things can create this inner critic, criticizing yourself, criticizing others, and so on. Come to the morning puja and you're late, you're last one in, criticize yourself for being late. Everybody else hates me because I'm late. I'm the one, teacher thinks I'm slow, slaggard, didn't get up, lazy, useless, So next one I get there on time. I criticize myself as being such a automatic conformist. You're just so concerned to be conform. You're just a sheep, aren't you? Criticize yourself for that. A sheep with a herd of other sheep. The next morning I'll get there 10 minutes earlier, before everybody else gets there. You're such a goody-goody, aren't you? You think you're better than everybody else, trying to show off how prompt and keen you are. You're wrong again. And then from that state you can look around, look at all those slaggards who turn up late. Criticise them. So this thing can take just about any form. Ill will. And hostility means we sense it around us. And it's like when your system is closed, it operates, it feels things that way, because it's the pain is here. The pain of closure is here. And the ill will closes us. So then that is felt as an emotion of not safe, not comfortable. So then we're just practicing metta, for example, aware of that. When you're mindful of that, what is the fundamental medicine? Metta means not may I love everybody, but may I understand the phenomenon of ill will, the sankhara, the activation of ill will. Stay, relax, feel inwardly the ability to relax, feel comfortable. May I be free from harm. Breathing in, breathing out, may I be free from harm. So towards yourself, may I be free from harm. May I be able just to operate as best I can according to my own body, mind. You know, pressure. There's a little bit of nibbana there. Something has ceased, stopped momentarily, perhaps. And just taking this into the body. This is how we investigate. So, in line with the presentation, the hindrances and the enlightenment factors kind of add up. The enlightenment factors work on the hindrances. It's not like get rid of the hindrances and then have the enlightenment factors. The enlightenment factors arise because of the hindrances. You know, they are the ones that meet those hindrances, and investigation is the second. Mindfulness, investigation, energy, virya. Is sometimes translated as effort, but actually it's virya, is a certain energy. Yeah, that is, one's fully with that. You know, this is the important process to be with. You know, and feeling it, breathing it, getting your body energy into that, breathing into your goodwill, breathing into your body. So your energy begins to fill up into a more healthy form and comes out of these contracted states. Energy. So we've been talking a lot about energy as like breath energy, mental energy, the energy of loving kindness, a certain sense of opening, spreading, bestowing, giving. Those are mental energies, aren't they? When we give, when we share, when we open to, when we love. It's not just, we can call it an emotion, but it's actually an energy of, what does it do? It's opening, spreading, isn't it? And so we look at virya, we look at mental energy and body energy, breathing into one's goodwill, breathing into one's body, putting the two together, so that it's like you're learning, chitta is starting to unfold like a collapsed tire, and you're gradually blowing it up, blowing into it. It comes, crinkles start coming out, the crinkles of ill will. Now this could be, if I went through every hindrance, this could be very long, but just look at that, take that as an example. We work with dullness, with sleepiness, just aware of the sleepiness, not averse to the sleepiness, not blaming ourselves for sleepiness, not blaming the situation for the sleepiness. Because this is something that all human beings experience. Feel what you can feel. You can feel your back, your knees, the skin. Keep giving it energy, steady, warm, good, supportive energy. Investigate the pieces that can wake up. If it's just your eyes or your belly, you just work on the pieces that can wake up. Calm the pieces that can be calmed if it's restlessness. And gradually it will these little bits will pop open. And it very much, my sense of this, it operates on a bodily level as well, the proprioceptive sense, the way the body knows itself. Tissues start to unfold. We all know what deep stress and tension is. So if you want to explore that, just really try and get as tense as you possibly can. Tense everything, your eyes, your lips, your jaw, your fingers, your feet, your belly, your chest. Tense it all up 100%. So you know what bits are operating, and then breathing out, relax, and you'll notice which bits start to do the opposite. So that's what happens, yeah? So you can track that as a bodily experience. And notice when you're frightened, it's going to tighten, isn't it? When you're angry, it's going to tighten up. When you're happy, it's going to loosen up. So sometimes we just work on that, working on the bodily sense, anapana, breathing in, breathing out, breathing through the body, the entire body, and then the mental energy also. Energy. Third. Fourth. Piti, rapture. Now this is interesting. This is very interesting. This is the hinge. Because this is where what we're doing begins to have palpable results. Piti isn't something you do, it's something that happens. It's shifting. It's shifted from what I apply myself to now what I'm receiving. And Piti is the quality of a joyfulness, a brightness that is both body and mental or emotional. It's both. We feel open. Now you take an example of Piti, say, and not everything works for everybody, but where it would most evidently, in a very ordinary way, happen for me is, wake up in the morning, it's a lovely day, bright day, open door, fresh air, dew on the grass, flowers. Everything opens up. That's not just a thought, is it? And that's a subtle sense of it. Plenty of space, nobody's bothering me. That. So as the chitta begins to unfold from the driven state, the hounded state, the harried state, the needy state, Piti is what is experienced. But this is so. But you don't experience it through thought. This is vichara, is the sense of Pitaka is the application, vichara, feeling it, sensing it. Isn't it lovely when tension releases? When your shoulders drop. When you really can breathe out and feel a full in-breath that isn't driven or pulled, it just happens. So Piti, a very significant feature of it, is the hindrances are really no longer getting in. They may be hovering, but they're not getting in, because the chitta is unfolding. And some of one's conventional identity drops away. So a lot of conventional identity can be about just being very busy, organising, managing the stress that I'm giving myself. I'm getting more stressed out about it. Getting busy, being me, with all my agendas, routines, histories, possibilities, obligations, requirements, needs, worries, and so forth. Very, very full deck. And now with Piti, we're starting to forget some of that. Isn't it nice just to be here breathing? So you've got to see, the density of identity is often through the system creating all kinds of structures and connections to manage its own stress. And that, of course, gives us more stress. So there's a certain quality of innocence about Piti, undefended. And it's embodied, say you can more chest experience, a skin experience, because the boundary is safe. The body opens. This is where it's really important to sense how samadhi is coming after this, because if you start trying to concentrate the way that the normal mind will understand concentration is tighten up. tighten your attention, tighten up to get concentrated. And unfortunately, that can feed right into the contracted state again. So we may get very attentive, but we don't necessarily get piti, which is associated with opening. That isn't 100%. I'm saying this is a possibility. So first of all, the process the Buddha's talking about is sati, mindfulness, investigation, filling with energy, not effort, not striving, but filling with buoyant energy, piti, sense of rapture. And so then things are turning. You're feeling less having to carry weight. If we can sort of get in touch with that and realize the hindrances are your what's it called, your whetstone, or the thing you have to work with. You sharpen your enlightenment factors on that whetstone, on that grindstone. They are tough, but you realize nothing else you can do is going to get you out of them. No situation, no friendships are really going to get you out of that. You're not going to come to an idyllic retreat centre where they're all washed away from you. You're going to go to a retreat centre thinking, oh, this would be nice, and a few days later, it would be nice if only it wasn't for them. Him, that, the bell, the routine, the people, the noise, the weather. They're going to come. Because they are. So, come prepared to meet that. Because you will. That's the way. The attainment of the way means recognize you have to meet those hindrances. There's nothing going wrong. That is right. That's the first frontier, you could say. That's the first piece of the landscape. And so this is where you're going to learn. The only thing you can do, really, eventually, however you shift things around to make things more manageable. I'm not saying you can't do that, but you're just trying to get a place where you can able to sustain enough sati to investigate and begin to turn your energy into something but redeeming, benevolent, fulfilling. And then you push the dents out through that. The contractions come out. This already is plenty, actually. And then, but the results are some sense of piti. Now, I don't want to sound kind of like belittling, because you may in fact be drenched in it already. But I think for myself, it took maybe 10, 20 years to just undo lots of things, pressures, stresses, contractions, wrong views about meditation, bottled up irritation, grief, depression, stuff, compulsions, urgencies, trying to get it right, inner tyrants, the whole thing, But you just keep... Doesn't mean to say that one didn't have times when they always say, oh, this is very nice, but they would tend to come back again. And maybe that's the way it goes. You get times when it's, oh yeah, it's through, and then they come again. So it's not just a one shot. You keep crossing that territory time and time again till it no longer causes you doubt. No longer gets you into, I've lost it, I'm confused, I had it, but now I've lost it. That's doubt. That's another one. And that's the one that cuts the path away. You just keep crossing that territory until you notice it's not there very much. It's now it's not triggered by that. That triggers it, but that doesn't. So you start to notice and take joy in the amount of times that one isn't in ill will or sense desire. You know, these are kind of very large, strong words, aren't they? But they're kind of subtler forms of it. And really, these things don't pass away. You know, till there's a very, very profound degree of realization. But we can get breaks in it. And at that moment we can touch into something more joyful. Somebody's asking you about devotional practices. It's a question, you know. How does that fit in? Well, this is what it's about. You know. The devotional practices are for joy. You know, they're encouragements, they're opportunities for rejoicing. You know, celebration. It may be something Buddhists celebrate? We don't kind of dance around waving flags, things like that. No, Hari Buddha, Hari Buddha. But that's what these are for that. Now, just sort of, you know. But what makes it possible to experience that is, that the Blessed One is here. I have received his Dhamma. This has told me there's nothing wrong with me. This has indicated a way out of stress. I've been given the way, the keys. Oh, you know, the joy to have even touched into the possibility of that. I've been, you know, seen as a worthy human being who can try to cultivate the way. I've sensed myself in that. You know, I've touched into the qualities of being harmless. The joy of it, you know. Oh, how wonderful. You know, it's like that. That's what devotional practice is. And you're often using images, conventional words or flowers, incense, candles, images. Remember, don't get too mesmerized by the images. They're just like signs that you can use to so that you're doing it. Like, why do we bow? It's the body, isn't it? You know, it's the movement of the body into a softness, into a lay it down. Don't try and figure it. You try and figure out devotion. You know, what exactly are you doing this for? What purpose do you see in placing your head upon the ground? And yet, really, from a heart level, sometimes it's the only thing you want to do is just, I surrender. You know, you just want to put your head down, this kind of proud, arrogant head with its conceit and its views and its ideas and its stuff. You just lay it down. You know, it's kind of I am and I shouldn't and people should think this of me and why am I? Just lay it down. You know, there's the but remember, this is not commanded, but this is something we can kind of, what would that be about, you know? And there comes a time when really that is a very lovely experience, and it's for that loveliness, for that celebration, for that mudita, which means the taking joy in that which is good. It doesn't have to be me anymore. Piti. And then you take that in. So this, you know, in this the conventional Buddhist culture, this is, I don't think people understand it either. Figure it, just do it. And there's something, people get a real sense of faith and, you know, support from that. Feeling in a safe place and feeling, you know, now I'm kind of empowered. I've got the Buddha's teachings with me. I've got the Buddha's presence with me. Yeah, great. And this is where piti, we come into that and just cooling it. mindfulness of that, sensing that, survey that. So it doesn't get just, more kind of excited when you start the feet leave the ground. Yeah. So that's sometimes when people who experience this, it can come in great rushing waves, and it's maybe incomprehensible to someone who doesn't experience it, but you can have such this that your tears start coming and you feel like you're lifting off the ground. It becomes too strong. So then you just body, back, breathing out, grounding, here we are, and that's called, then you come into something more contented, passaddhi, tranquilizing, calming, soothing, smoothing it out. Chitta unfolds a little bit more. Samadhi, sense fields begin to quieten down. Now, sense fields may seem like things we can go out to, and they're actually the things that hold us in. They limit us. They limit our experience within sights and sounds. As I can only see so far, hear this sound. Actually, it seems like these are the fields that I can run out into. Once one's begun to experience things like piti and sukha, those sense doors are not fields anymore. It's a cage. It's something that's limiting my experience. This impact, sight, sound, touching, and holding, limiting, and then the mind wants to spread wider. This is what samadhi takes us through that, and then there's a change of priority. Change of priority. Why is it so many meditation masters just kind of sitting in some manky old hut in a desolate forest? I think, God, these guys are really tough. Ascetics is sitting there, kind of feeling blissed out. And so this experience can be very transformative and quite astounding, actually. And from there, I don't want to go too much into that, but there's all really incredible stories of people whose minds have opened to that degree. The sensitivities and the world that it presents. But from there, there's such centeredness, such poise. The tone of it is even, called equanimity. It's unfolded. There's no creases left. There's no preferences. There's no contraction. There's no differentiation. It's all even. Chitta is evened out. So the undifferentiated nibbana, things have gone out. That which we thought was real and solid has proved to be a shadow. And once that crease has gone, the shadow has gone. Nothing has actually been destroyed. It's just that strange thing which seems so real, so me, so energized, has opened out. And some shadows are very strong and seem so clearly there, aren't they? So this is the map again, but consider it very simply, if you like, as a process of the progressive unfolding of something, the potential for real beauty. Piti is beautiful. For real ease, for deep, spacious opening, and poise, and a sense of that evenness gives you huge authority over the senses, because then it's this, it's that, it's not bothering me, it's not pulling me in, it's not something I've got to get. There's the freedom of release. So as we practice, your relationship is, as I said before, relationship is something I've placed right at the beginning of the retreat. Relationship is the whole thing. Coming out of contracted relationships of liking, disliking, holding on, rejecting. Those are we call very simplistic, contracted ways of relating to experience, aren't they? And so what does sati do? It doesn't partake in that. Here it is. There's liking and there's disliking, but that's just something that's happening. That's not where I'm standing. I'm standing aware of liking and disliking, and not following, not projecting, not proliferating around those energies, and that starving the hindrances. Sometimes that's the expression. By being aware, mindful, but not following the proliferations, you withdraw their energy. As Ajahn Mehta was saying, it's the Indra and the demon. You're withdrawing that demon's hostility by not giving him any. He loves hostility. He feeds on fear. He loves you to feel like you're a wreck. And you say, no, you're not having any of that. He's loving kindness instead. Ooh. Shrink. Here's an open body. His presence instead. And so this is that relationship that is changing. It's not that I adore demons, but when you start to meet one, you can feel you'd want to tighten up. Just see if you can work against that. Feel less guilty and ashamed, less lost and confused. How does this work? What triggers it? What happens? What happens in my body? What does my mind start to spin out of that? See if you can reduce that. Just slow it down, take it back a little bit. Where's the real point of this? Yeah? And it often just comes back to the one point is pain. Attacked. Okay, there's the feeling. Can we even, so as we cultivate, those satipathanas, here's the mind state, here's the feeling. This is not so easy. But if we hold the mind state, withdraw its energy, that sankhara, what will occur as you're withdrawing energy from that is your enlightenment energy is increasing. You can't get rid of it, you transfer it. So, amazing enough, you began to be able to be with ill will, just sensing it as this kind of buzzy, kind of grumpy state, edgy state. And it's not really jumping onto anybody, it's just sort of hovering. Very good. And try to feel it more in terms of your heart and a bit of loving kindness and acceptance. See if that you're starting starving it and using it, feeding that energy, then shifts to these enlightenment factors, bodhanga, investigation, energy, piti. And over time one will even be able to come to that very strong trigger of feeling. You can probably do this in your body to a degree. Feel a pain in your body and just not contract around it. This is a skillful thing. It doesn't mean stay there until your muscles rip, but just being able to practice with pain as this is a workshop. Because physical pain, it's actually something, first of all, you can't really fix it, but also it's much less penetrating than psychological, emotional pain. So it's there, isn't it? It's there. Here I am with it. There I am. Now, can I change my relationship to that? So just widening, feeling the entire leg, feeling the entire body widening, not contracting, and just gentle goodwill. So we say, let's do this for 5 minutes. with an uncomfortable sense. Because that workshop like that is going to help when it comes down to the real business, which is that the pain of the chitta, which can seem so to other person, what's that about? Nothing. It's actually something that's formed your whole way of operating. It's very profound. So to be mindful of that and investigate, really you have to have the quality of piti and samadhi before that becomes possible. See, why it's like in Anapanasati Sutta, you see that the Buddha, the first tetrad is to do with the body. He takes it through to the point when you're beginning to experience calming the body, and then the quality of piti comes after that. You're starting to feel, when you're in your breathing space, in there, you're starting to feel a little bit like some lift. It says, then, thoroughly sensing the chitta sankhara. Now, chitta sankhara was that. That means the stuff that activates your chitta, which is your mental feelings. Your mental feelings, your mental triggers, your emotional triggers. Do you understand me? Do you get it? But that is there, and my sense of that is because one requires the fullness of energy and the fullness of heart to be there before we can really ease into this and calm the chitta sankhara, calm the grieving, the frightenedness, the agitation, the hostility, the sadness, the sense of never having made it, never going to make it, the failure, which so the piti is a sign that there's that real capacity to do that. Before that's there, you just have to keep just sidelining that. Okay, there's that. Just come into your good place. And as that fills up, it's almost natural that you'll find that now is the possibility to meet my place of despair. But really don't go into that until you have your faculties together. There's no point going into it again and again and just going to the same overwhelmed state. You want to really build up your capacities. Don't climb a mountain until you've got good legs. Therefore, a lot of our practice is just about just building up the self-respect, the faith, and the faculties for this process. It takes time, but there's nothing else to do. And it is the true way. If we even know this, we feel that confidence we're on the true way, and it will lead to our increasing lessening of the burden of the dukkha. So these practices of, you look at externally, devotion is part of it, chanting is part of it, loving kindness is part of it, helping each other is part of it, respecting each other is part of it, breathing in and out. It's a very holistic thing. The way is not a technique, it's a way of living. So now is the time to gain some certainty in that. And as we coming towards the last couple of days of the retreat, really you want to look not in terms of just getting some nice calm state, but where are the places of certainty that you take, knowing this is what I have to do to reorganize how I'm operating. I don't want to come into another retreat in the same wrecked state Again, kind of you're moving on. I tell you there is, but the more clear you are about your trigger points and your faculties, the more that smooth and progressive that experience is going to be.
प्रवचन का बिल्कुल छोट संक्षेप में सारांश आपको बताने का प्रयास करता हूँ। तो आचार्य ने शुरू किया सतिपट्ठान के बारे में, जो हम पढ़ते हैं एकाय नोमको, और उसका क्या उद्देश्य है कि एक डायरेक्ट रास्ता है सीधा और निब्बान तक ले जाने का रास्ता है। और उन्होंने बताया कि निब्बान से सच्ची क्रिया की बात होती है, निब्बान को रियलाइज करते हैं, उसको अटेन नहीं किया जाता। ये बात जो मुख्य बातें उन्होंने दृष्टाई जो मुझे लगता है महत्वपूर्ण है, मैं उन्हीं पर ध्यान दिलाऊंगा। और ये सारा जो सतिपट्ठान है वो हमें बताता है कि क्या क्या चीज़ें हैं जो हमें करनी है, जिससे कि हमारा मन जो विशृंखल रहता है, बटा हुआ रहता है, वो स्मूथ हो जाए। उसका उदाहरण उन्होंने दिया, जैसे कपड़े में किसी में सिलवट हो जाती है तो ऊबड़ खाबड़ हो जाता है, और अगर खींच के उसको फ्लैट कर दिया जाए तो कोई उसमें इस तरह की सिलवट नहीं होती। तो इस तरह से हमारा मन भी ऐसा जो ऊबड़ खाबड़ है उसको स्मूथ करने का एक तरीका है। फिर निब्बान के बारे में उन्होंने बताया कि उसके दो तरीके से समझ जा सकता है, एक नेगेटिव तरीके से, एक पॉजिटिव तरीके से। नेगेटिव मतलब कि वो जो आग जल रही है हमारे में, राग अग्नि, मोह अग्नि, दोष अग्नि, उनको समाप्त करने की। पॉजिटिव तरीके में कि जो अविनाशी तत्व है, उस जो कोई शुद्ध चित्त है, उसको चित्त को इतना शुद्ध करने की कि चित्त अविनाशी तत्व को महसूस कर सके। तो उन्होंने बताया कि मैं पूरा एक एक करके नहीं करूँगा, जो मुख्य बात है वही बताऊँगा। तो उन्होंने फिर मुख्य बातें, एक तो निवरण पम्पम की बात कही और भुजंग पम्पम की। तो हर एक जो निवरण है कि काम, छंद, व्यापाद और थिनमिद, कुछ और विचिकित्सा, हर एक के बारे में उदाहरण देके समझाया कि किस तरह से वो ऑपरेट करते हैं। और फिर भुजंग के बारे में जैसे सती और धम्म विचय जो है वो मिलकर किस तरह से हमको इन निवरणों के बारे में हमको सती और धम्म विचय के आधार पर मालूम पड़ता है, और फिर उसके इन्वेस्टिगेट करते हैं तो पता चलता है कि किस तरह से हमारे को ये निवरण घेर लेते हैं। और अधिकतर महत्व उन्होंने बताया कि परसेप्शन जो है, संज्ञा है, उसके कारण बहुत कठिनाई होती है और निवरण के बढ़ने का क्रम चालू रहता है। तो उसके अंदर जो खासतौर पर इल विल है, उसके लिए मैत्ता की प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं, वो भी उन्होंने इसमें जोड़ा उसके साथ, क्योंकि एक शिविर का भाग है, तो इसलिए वो जो भी आवश्यक चीज़ें हैं वो सारी उसमें बता रहे थे। फिर वीर्य की बात की कि वीर्य जो है एक एनर्जी है जो कि हमारे प्राण हैं, जीवन एनर्जी है, मन की भी है, शरीर की भी है। और इसको हम जैसे उदाहरण से समझाया किस तरह से उसको इस्तेमाल करके हम अपना आलस्य दूर कर सकते हैं। पर प्रीति का जो है वो अपने आप जागती है, वो हमको जगा नहीं सकते। वो जो जब जैसे जैसे चित्त शांत में सती जागती है, हम धम्म विजय कर पाते हैं, प्रसन्नता जागती है कि देखो मैं देख पा रहा हूँ, विकार हमारे निवरण कम होने लगते हैं, शांत होने लगते हैं, एक अपलिफ्ट होता है, एनर्जी जागती है। तो फिर प्रीति भी जागती है, प्रसन्नता जागती है, सुख जागता है। और उसको भी एक हिंज है उन्होंने कहा, जैसे कि वो दूसरी डायरेक्शन में हमको मुक्ति के डायरेक्शन में ले जाता है। और प्रीति कब अगर बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाती है तो उससे भी एजिटेशन टाइप की कुछ होने लगती है। तो अगर उसको हम देखना शुरू कर दें तो प्रशब्दी में बदल जाती है, मन शांत हो जाता है। और इन दोनों के आधार पे ही सब सम्मा समाधि होती है, क्योंकि समाधि हम जोर ज़बरदस्ती से भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन असली समाधि प्रीति प्रशब्दी के बाद ही शुद्ध शांत चित्त से, प्रसन्न चित्त से करेंगे, तभी सम्मा समाधि होगी। और तब हमारे, क्योंकि मन जो है, हमारी इंद्रियां जो हैं वो शांत हो चुकी हैं, तो फिर वो जो विकार हैं, काम, छंद वगैरह जो निवरण है, वो उठते नहीं है, क्योंकि मन पहले शांत हो चुका है। और इन सब का कल्मिनेशन जो है उपेक्षा भाव है, कि हम मन एकदम समता में स्थापित रहता है, कोई भी चीज़ हमको हिला डुला नहीं सकती। हिंड्रेंसेस के बारे में उन्होंने प्रश्न था शायद, उत्तर दिया कि जो हमारे हिंड्रेंसेस हैं, जो निवरण हैं, वो इस तरह से हैं जैसे कि एक पत्थर होते हैं रास्ते में, और पत्थर जैसे कि हम अपने चाकू को घिसते शार्प करते हैं, तो इसी तरह से वो उस तरह से समझना चाहिए कि उन हिंड्रेंसेस से हम अपनी प्रज्ञा को शार्प करते हैं, अपनी सती को शार्प करते हैं और फिर अपना मार्ग प्रशस्त करते हैं। जो डिवोशनल प्रैक्टिसेस हैं उनको किससे फिट करेंगे, वो प्रश्न उन्होंने कहा था, तो उन्होंने बताया कि उससे वही जो प्रीति का भाव है वो उसके साथ समन्वय होता है कि मन में प्रसन्नता जागती है, ये बात सोच के कि भगवान की तरफ से हमें शिक्षा मिली है, हमारे चित्त में, हमारे हृदय में है वो, और हमको उन्होंने इस लायक समझा कि हम को भी मार्ग मिल सके, और वो उनको आश्वस्त करते हैं कि मुक्ति की ओर बढ़ेंगे। तो उससे जो मुदिता का भाव जागता है वो भी एक तरह का प्रीति का ही भाव है, और वही उसका लाभ होता है समाधि में। और तो हमको सारी साधना जो है समझनी चाहिए कि किस तरह से हम कंट्रैक्टेड चित्त से, जो सिकुड़ा हुआ है चित्त, उससे खुले हुए चित्त से ओपन चित्त की ओर बढ़ते हैं, ताकि हम सब कुछ, हर चीज़ को एम्ब्रेस कर सकें। फिर सती के बारे में उन्होंने बताया किस तरह से वो महत्वपूर्ण है, उसके जैसे उदाहरण दिया उन्होंने कि हम फीलिंग्स को महसूस करते हैं, वेदना महसूस करते हैं, और मालूम पड़ने लगता है कि जहाँ अगर धम्म विचय भी साथ है, तो जैसे ही वो वेदना के प्रति डिफाइलमेंट जो जोड़ने की कोशिश करता है, तुरंत सजगता आ जाती है, और हमारी जो वीर्य है जो उस तरफ ढकेल सकता था हमको अगर हम सती में नहीं होते, वो भुजंगों की ओर जाता है, तो बोधि के अंग जागने लगते हैं। तो उन्होंने कहा कि जो इस तरह शरीर में अगर पेन हो तो उसको भी कुछ समय तक देखना चाहिए, इतना नहीं कि परेशानी होने लगे, 2-4 मिनट देखने से लाभ होता है, क्योंकि उससे मन हमारा ट्रेन होता है कि हम परेशानी भी हो, कष्ट भी है, हम चित्त को कंट्रैक्ट नहीं होने देते, चित्त को बेचैन नहीं होने देते। तो अच्छा अभ्यास कुछ मिनट के लिए, उन्होंने जैसे कहा 5 मिनट तक देख लोगे तो उससे लाभ होगा। उन्होंने बताया फिर आनापान सती सूत्र का उदाहरण दिया कि उसमें भी जब प्रीति की बात करते हैं, सांस अंदर लेते हुए प्रीति जागे, बाहर आते हुए प्रीति का अनुभव करते हैं, और फिर वो आगे चित्त संखार की ओर ले जाती है कि चित्त संखारों को शांत करने का काम करते हैं। तो फिर अंत में उन्होंने कहा कि हमको साधना करते हुए ये हमारी जो इंद्रियां हैं, वो फैकल्टीज हैं, वो बढ़ानी चाहिए, और देखना चाहिए इस ऑब्जर्वेशन की प्रोसेस की हमारे ट्रिगर पॉइंट्स क्या हैं, कौन सी चीज़ें हैं जो हमको उत्तेजित कर देती हैं, और उनके ऊपर काम करना चाहिए। और ये जो साधना है ये कोई टेक्निक नहीं है, एक जीवन जीने का तरीका है, जिसमें मैत्री, डिवोशनल प्रैक्टिस, चैंटिंग वगैरह सब चीज़ें इसमें समन्वय हो जाती हैं, और हमको दुख के समाप्ति की ओर ले जाने का मार्ग प्रशस्त करती है। करुणा ब्रह्म विहार का अभ्यास करना था, थोड़ा समय हो गया तो संक्षेप में करते हैं। अब सब हम इतना अभ्यास किया है तो करुणा के शब्द के सुनने से ही और परिस्थितियों को जानते हुए मन में करुणा का भाव जागता है। तो अपने पूर्व के अभ्यास को लाभ लेते हुए मन में करुणा का भाव जगाते हैं, ये जान के कि इस समय अपने शहर की, देश की, विश्व की क्या परिस्थिति है, कितने लाखों लोग दुख से परेशान, बीमारी से परेशान, नाना प्रकार के और परेशानियों से परेशान। तो करुणा का भाव जगाते हैं और चित्त में उसको व्याप्त करते हैं। इतना एक बार फिर याद दिला दें कि हम जब विचार करते हैं लोगों के दुख में होने का, उससे मन को व्यथा नहीं होती, क्योंकि हमारी शुभेच्छा है कि लोगों के दुख दूर हो। जो कुछ भी हम भी कुछ कर सकें उनके दुख दूर करने में तो कर पाएँ, यार हम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं तो और लोग कर पाएँ, ताकि लोगों के दुख दूर हों, जो बीमार हैं उनको उचित उपचार मिले, दवाइयाँ मिले, जो दवाइयाँ नहीं हैं उनको अनुसंधान हो सके। तो सारी बातें चित्त में रखते हुए, उन बातों को मन में विचार करते हुए, वितर्क विचार के हिसाब से करते हुए, मन में नई बातें लाते, उन पर विचरण करते हुए सारे शरीर में करुणा की तरंगे व्याप्त होने देते हैं थोड़ी देर के लिए, और फिर उनको सभी दिशाओं में फैलाएंगे। करुणासगतेन चेतसा एकं दिशं परित्वा विहरति। तथा द्वितीयं, तथा तृतीयं, तथा चतुर्थम् इति ऊर्ध्वम् अधोतिर्यं सब्बदि सब्बत्तताय सब्बावन्तं लोकम् मेत्ता सहगतेन चेतसा विपुलेन महगतेन अप्पमानेन अवेरेन अव्यापज्येन परित्वा विहरति। तो मैत्री की तरंगों को 10 दिशाओं में एक एक करके व्याप्त करते हैं। उस दिशा में सभी प्राणी जो दुख में हो उनके दुख दूर हो, ऐसी शुभेच्छा मन में रखते हुए अपने जो कष्ट है उनके प्रति भी करुणा का भाव, और सभी प्राणियों को, सभी लोगों में जो कष्ट में हो उनके प्रति करुणा का भाव। वे सब अपने दुख से दूर हो, उनके दुख दूर हो, रोग दूर हो, उनकी प्रोटेक्शन हो सके, उनकी रक्षा रहे, स्वस्थ हों, सुरक्षित रहें। सतु मा ते भवतु अन्तरायो सुखी दीर्घायुको भव सुखी दीर्घायुको भव सुखी दीर्घायुको भव। साधक होने के नाते हम भी जानते हैं कि दुख का असली कारण तो हमारे भीतर है। राग, द्वेष और मोह, तृष्णाएं। सचमुच में दुख से मुक्ति तो तभी होगी जब हम तृष्णाओं को छोड़ पाएंगे, हमारी दृष्टि सम्यक होगी, दुख के कारण को, इन तृष्णाओं को मानेंगे, न कि बाहर की परिस्थितियों को, बाहर के व्यक्तियों को। तो सभी की दृष्टि सम्यक हो, ऐसी शुभकामना भी दुख को दूर करने के लिए ही है। सभी लोग दुख के कारणों को ठीक से समझें, ताकि जो शारीरिक कष्ट है उसके ऊपर मानसिक दुख ना ऐड करें। सभी के सुख की कामना, उनकी दृष्टि सम्यक हो, इस भाव से करते हैं। सबे सत्ता सुखी होन्तु, सबे होन्तु चखेमिनो, सबे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा किंची पापमागम, मा किंची दुःखमागम, मा किंची सुखमागम। भवतु सर्वमङ्गलं, रक्षन्तु सर्वदेवता, सर्वबुद्धानुभावेन, सदा शुद्धि भवन्तु ते। भवतु सर्वमङ्गलं, रक्षन्तु सर्वदेवता, सर्वधर्मानुभावेन, सदा शुद्धि भवन्तु ते। भवतु सर्वमङ्गलं, रक्षन्तु सर्वदेवता, सर्वसङ्घानुभावेन, सदा शुद्धि भवन्तु ते। अरहं सम्मा सम्बुद्धो भगवा, बुद्धं भगवन्तं अभिवादेमि। साक्षातो भगवता धम्मो, धम्मं नमस्सामि। सुपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावक संघो, संघं नमामि।